Hello. Good morning. It's your Blue Archive Gacha Whale, beginner artist self-proclaimed, and your boy Tosanyu. Welcome to my Blue Archive stream. So for today, I'm gonna continue with reading the beginning of the Blue Archive main story, which is like here for today's stream, Volume 1. We're gonna continue with Chapter 2. The past two streams I read like the prologue, Volume 1, and then like 25% of Chapter 2. So why I'm doing that? For people who didn't remember or weren't there, just a little refresher. So I'm watching and plan to watch the anime on Blue Archive, and that is centered around Volume 1. It has like the main focus on that. And before I'm going to watch it, I was like thinking, okay, read the main story first. It has been 2 years since I read it, and it will definitely help with refreshing your mind on what the story is all about, so you can compare original and adaptation a lot better, so that you can see that I can like see, hey, did they just included that out of nowhere, or is it actually part of the original and they just like included it or like played around it in a smart way to make it like possible to include it. And nowadays here we are like at for today I'm gonna continue here with Chapter 2 on episode 6. This is like about the part where Hoshino plans on leaving the Abydos Foreclosure Task Force to go towards Black Suit, you know, accepting his deal. She can't like refuse. So basically she's getting scammed. And now the Abydos Foreclosure Task Force, negative minus Hoshino, discovered something there's like in the Abydos Desert, like from Kaiser Corporation. Since they're like the big bad that are like trying to shut down the school. So let's go in here. There are a lot of battles, but I remembered when I played the main story, it was like very immersive. Of course I will skip it for the stream. Maybe like for last parts I will play the battles actually. But yeah. I need to like find a good pacing. So let's go in and read. The anime is going to be released in about 6 hours. Less than 7 hours. So let's see how this will go. It should like be done in 3 hours. Within 3 hours.
You've been able to ride the train this far, but you have to walk from here. Past this area is the Abydos Desert. It has always been a desert, even before everything fell to ruin. A desert, I think, not desert. There are usually broken drones, security robots, and automata prowling around. It's a pretty dangerous place. We are out of options. Everyone, please get your weapons ready. The intel we received about Kaiser doing something in the Abydos Desert. If we want to confirm whether that's true or not, we have no choice but to go out there ourselves. By the way, Ayane, isn't it weird that the Gehenna head prefect is the one who gave us that info? Now what does a student from another academy know so much about what's going on in the district? That's probably because the Gehenna prefect team is very good at collecting info. So they naturally know a lot more than a small academy like us. Is that all there is to it? Yes, that prefect especially. Remember what the senior administrator said? Obviously, we'd notice if it was near the district or another academy. Hmm? Back then, the administrator said it was near the district of another academy. Not in this district, but near. So that's like a card regarding Kaiser Corporation. Ina was like asking Sensei, hey, do you know about Kaiser Corporation? We assume they had something to do with Abydos. Really? And there was an unfortunate incident, but there's nothing illegal that I know of. I hope you can understand the urgency of the situation. Nothing illegal. That could mean... She probably didn't know the details, but maybe didn't intend to trespass illegally. I disagree. The prefect team attacked first with clear intentions to invade it. It doesn't matter if it was Abydos district or not. And what Akko did after that was clearly a hostile act. That's all we need to know. Yes, you could be right, but... At the very least, the scene administrator must have known something that we don't. So if the Gehenna head prefect has information that we don't have, there's nothing weird about that. Well, we can figure it out when we get there. We'll just have to see for ourselves. Let's keep going. We're gonna skip that. I would like to say playing the battle here is not that important. But they're also going to find out, like, what is Kaiser Corporation doing in the desert? Why are like buying the land, you know? So this was episode 6. This was pretty short. Now to episode 7. Into the Abydos Desert Part 2. We'll be working this set from here on out. I've been to the sandy city streets, but never out this far before. Wow, it's been a while since I was last here. You've been here before. I came out a few times as part of my work for the student council. If you go a little farther from here, find the oasis where the Abydos Desert Festival was held. What? There's an oasis here? Well, it's all dried up now. They say that it was once bigger than most lakes and deep enough for boating. I've never seen it myself though. Yeah, nature can be like really... You can't like win against nature in the long run. The Desert Festival. I've heard of it. It was the greatest festival in Abydos and would attract tons of people. That's right. People from other schools also came to the festival, but that was decades before the desert moved in. Festivals and crowds in a desert like this? I don't believe it. Well, I heard that it used to be a nice place to live. There wasn't so much sand or dust back then. Still have a little ways to go before we reach the sector mentioned by the Gainer head prefect. But don't know what to expect from this place. For now, stay alert as you move forward. Okay, this will be a skip again, and that's episode 7.
But there's like a little bit of interesting lore, what Hoshino mentioned. This comes like mainly from her. Like oasis that had a festival, people could like live here. Before it was like not that full of sand and dust. It was actually a place where you can live in. But now it's like invaded by a lot of drones, you know. Drones don't need water, so and automatas. So yeah. I probably think they're like here to like protect something. Like Kaiser has like something in the desert they're like looking for. So they build up a temporary base. The thing is like you need to like, maintain those robots as well. So someone must be here.
Broken drones and automata. Strange that these things keep showing up here. Wait, I'm picking up something straight ahead. I can't see well because of all the dust. A huge town? No. A factory? No. A garrison? Whatever it is, it's massive and fully manned. What? Ayane, are you sure? There's nothing here but a dried up oasis. You're just not close enough to see it. Keep going. What is this? Barbed wire and facilities that look like they go on for kilometers. A factory? I don't think it's an oil rig. What the heck is it? This definitely wasn't here before. What?
Intruders. Capture them. Don't let them get away.
Unidentified troops dead ahead. Well, I don't know who they are, but if they're here to welcome us, we ought to respond in kind. Let's go.
So I know what like happens. They do like really well in battle. At least they're not getting defeated. But I can't like say they win the whole battle. I'll skip here. So we know like about Kaiser loans. We know like about Kaiser construction. But here we'll like showcase about Kaiser PMC. Like the hidden branch, the main branch. Which are like mostly here for illegal acts. So this was episode 8, now let's go to episode 9. This was like pretty fast. The previous episodes were like longer paced. Of course, if you play the battle, it's like additional, it's like plus 1 minute. But still.
Who are these guys? They're not that strong, but definitely a pain to deal with. More than anything I've ever faced before. Maybe even more than the prefect team. What were these people? And what are they doing here? I found the facility's insignia. And? Hold on, I'm checking.
Yeah, we can read it. Kaiser PMC.
Got it. The name of the group is Kaiser PMC?
What does PMC stand for?
Yes, I'm sure of it. They're called Kaiser PMC. Kaiser? You mean these guys are also of the Kaiser Corporation? Yes, they're not listed. But they're a subsidiary of Kaiser Corporation.
Oh, they're sub-branch and not listed. So they do like something illegal here. Or like something that the rest of the keyboard toss people are like not supposed to know. Like doing something shady in the background.
I'm so sick of them. Everywhere I go, all I see is Kaiser, Kaiser, Kaiser. What is their deal? But PMC means... What is it? It stands for Private Military Company.
Ah. So they're not like a company only, but they have like an army. That is like a lot more dangerous to deal with. Like I talk about Japanese and Korean companies, that those can be like actually shady. They look like okay from the outside, but when you can go inside, which is like really rarely the case, you see like how what rotten apples those are. And for the case with the story with Kaiser, yeah, the company, you know, not like those idle companies and such, they have also like a sub-branch of military, like the Yakuza, like the gangsters, mafias and so on. This is like trouble.
Mercenaries? They're not like those fucks in the Helmet Gang. They're super organized, just like an army. Army? You mean they're not students?
Yeah, they're facing against adults.
There were rumors about the company recruiting dropouts, expelled students, and troublemakers into a private army. Could this be...
Okay, that's not too loud, according to OBS.
An alarm? It's coming from every direction. This is not good.
Oh, heli is even...
Do you hear helicopters? And that rumbling must be from tanks. There's a huge army approaching. They're trying to surround you. Tanks, armored vehicles, and even helicopters confirmed. They're pulling out all the stops. Everyone, this is dangerous. Retreat before you're surrounded. You need to break through the siege and escape. Sensei, please lead them.
Nigerin da yo! Smokey! Yeah, this is dangerous. Those are just, I mean, they're like, they have like a special ability and not like getting unalive when they get shot, but it's still like too much to handle for students. They're like still young. At least Sensei is there to help them with their military experience. But I'm using King Crimson. This was episode 9. Pretty quick too. Okay, I can actually speedrun it. I think like the last battles I will actually play. Looks like I'm good in time. Kaiser PMC Part 2. Private Military Company.
There's just no end to this. Sensei, can you hear me? They broke through the siege, but they are... Communications are unstable. Hurry and retreat. Someone coming.
Oh man.
We are screwed. They've got us surrounded.
I was wondering who the intruders could be. So, it was Abydos.
Looks like someone important just showed up. That's...
I didn't think you would come here. Well, it doesn't matter either way. Now that the student body president is gone, will you be assuming responsibility of the debt as Vice President Takanashi Hoshino? Or would you rather hear my offer?
That person was...
You've damaged our business by illegally breaking onto its private property. I could leverage this transgression to double the debts your school owes, but honestly, that wouldn't change anything.
You are the one from...
Are you the student council president that Gematria was after? Oh, you're the vice president. I see.
They know.
So this person was like part of the people who scammed the student council 2 years ago, like the Abydos student council. And he has also like a new name, Gematria. So like a group or company. Yes, yes. I have an interesting idea. It'd be much better than using Problem Solver or the Helmet Gang.
What are you talking about? Problem solver?
Yes, admitting that he hired them to like sabotage Abydos.
Who are you?
You don't know me. I'm disappointed. Abydos, I thought you knew me better than anyone. I'm the chief executive of the Kyatto Corporation. And I'm the one to whom the Abydos schools owes its debt. In other words, I'm your creditor.
Creditor?
Yeah, facing loan sharks is like pretty scary. Like if you watch like Asian movies or like series, you know, the loan sharks there, they actually like threaten you. It's not like in the Western, they actually like threaten you with violence or like cutting off like some body parts of you, you know. Watching like Squid Game, for example, they like beat you up or like collect something from you to like compensate for not paying up, something like that. And it's like this similar principle here. But since it's like a world with in kyattos, you know, with students having halos, resistant gunshots, like not that brutal, but you know, they are also like not any less violent. Now then, let us discuss your old debt. That was episode 10. There was like slightly more info, slightly more content, but still pretty short. I mean, you have like a battle here at... no. Source Kaiser and PNG part 1. Now I'm like episode 11, a losing battle. Oh, we had it again, Academy. Yeah, that's the kind of symbol.
President, how much longer do we have to keep writing? You're only on page 200. Didn't you tell me you'd write 1,000 pages? It was just an expression. Didn't think you'd actually accept me to write 1,000 pages? No more talking. Okay, I'll continue. By the way, Do you know Hoshino from Abydos? No, that was my first time seeing her in person. I see. You sounded like you knew her pretty well. Takanashi Hoshino. She's a super elite student who'd been praised as a genius. 2 years ago, the intelligence committee identified her as a potential threat to Gehenna. Really? She didn't look like that kind of person at all. She seemed really laid back. You mustn't judge people by their looks, Akko. But she's completely different from the way she was 2 years ago. She used to be much more belligerent and violent. She seemed very tough and sharp. Well, anyway. If we had fought her as she was then, the prefect team would have been decimated by your hasty actions, Akko. She was only second command, Hoshino, back then. Student council was like 2 members. One idiot of our president, and she was like the second one, the vice president. Something has changed her. And with Charlotte there, the damage could have been even worse. But we analyzed them thoroughly. There wasn't any information saying. It's like TLDR, Hoshino's their strongest fighter, and even stronger than Gehenna. Gehenna's Hina. Like, gameplay-wise, Hoshino is like not that good as like Hina, but they fulfill their role. They're like B tier. But in the lore, they're like a lot stronger. That's because they stop operating for an extended period. Hoshino doesn't look threatening. Nah, she doesn't. She looks like very chill. It's like kind of a spirit animal, you know, kind of. Because you can really vibe with her being lazy. Very cute too. Also, welcome 8. Welcome to my Blue Archive stream. I'm reading the chapter 2 of Volume 1. It's such a tiny school. The intelligence community must have decided that they were no longer a threat. If you want more details, Akko, you have to dig through the old files to the intelligence committee. Man, I can't wait for Volume 2 to come out. Yeah, I saw like a lot of, I heard like some kind of people who read Volume 2, that they were like curious how the battle between Game Development Department, Engineer Club, Veritas against Seminar and Shinji would look like. Volume 1 Chapter 2? I mean, the anime is covering Volume 1. And from what it looks like, each chapter has 20 episodes. Some are like pretty short, some are like a little bit longer. But the thing is, they, anime studios, they were like able to adapt like 4 volumes, 6 volumes into a 12 episode anime. Or was it like 4 or 3? I know it like for Urgaire, that they like managed to do it like that. It was like well paced. So I can like see they can do that for Blue Archive 2. I'm pretty sure it won't be like 24 episode anime. They should be able to do it in like 12 episodes, like the usual approach. Maybe they will do like one less or one more episode, but we'll see. It looks so far good what they have done. I wouldn't like say it's impressive. I was like watching Gigak Garnt on what anime he want to watch during spring. And for Blue Archive, it's like understandable. He was like saying, I skipped that. The trailer didn't say much to me, the synopsis also doesn't look that interesting. It might be only like for the Blue Archive players, kind of, like fan service.
or like fans if I say, but it's like targeting the audience of Blue Archive players rather than like non-Blue Archive players, you know? Yeah, I know. He skipped it. It's kinda sad. It's understandable. I can understand the reasoning and it's like, okay. I'm not gonna judge him or harass him, you know? But if people are gonna say, hey, the anime is good, it's good, don't judge it by its trailer, you know, then maybe you're gonna join in. Was the same case for like Joey with like the Bunny Girl anime. Or was it Guards? Not sure. But they were saying, oh, I'm gonna not watch it, it looks like a regular harem anime, but then turns out it's not like that. Aye. The crying emoji connects Sassy. And it's a proper way of gatekeeping, you know? If they're gonna skip the greatness of Blue Archive, then so be it, you know? They're gonna miss out, and that's fine. But at some point, when the greatness becomes so great that they can't possibly ignore it, you know? And yeah. Gani keeps us together. Now let's continue anyways. If you want more details, Akko, I'll have to dig through the old files of the Intelligence Committee. Old files? Oh. Actually, I want to see more of those files. Those are like one of the parts, but Hoshino back then, it's like kind of a different vibe. Also like the way she's clothed, you know? She doesn't have like a shield, but she has a shotgun, she has like a bulletproof vest. Long sleeves even, so even clothes and everything. And shorter hairs, you know? But even so, Takanashi Hoshino has never left Abydos. Why? Abydos creditor is from the Kaiser Corporation. Allow me to introduce myself properly. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of the Kaiser Corporation, Kaiser Loans, and Kaiser Construction. And PMC too, I think. So there's all like four branches. Like one main branch is Corporation. And those are like the other twos with the private army. Nowadays, I'm also the CEO of Kaiser PMC. He's like the main leader of PMC, but chief executive of all the other branches. That means there's like one above him. So he's like not the final boss, so to say. You've said enough. We know you're the one who exploited our school. Oh. That's right. You are the culprit behind the Helmet Gang, and problem solver to come after us, aren't you? You are the reason that Abydos is... My. Such spurious allegations. You're breaking into someone else's property. Attack innocent Kaiser PMC employees. Destroy facilities. And claim that it's all because of me. That's a good one. Let me make this clear. This is the legal place of operations of Kaiser PMC, and you are trespassing on private property. Yeah, using the law. Regarding the Abydos district, it's true. We did purchase it. Every step of this transaction was legitimate. We have the ledgers and records to prove it. I find it highly distasteful that you're acting as we are committing a crime. They do they approach it like in a lawful evil way. It's like bad what they do, but they can't be like they can't like really, there's like no weakness to it to like break it down to make them like accountable. And if you're like young, you can like easily overlook those kind of things because you're looking at short term rather than long term. Are you curious about what we are doing here? Do you want to know why we bought your land? Then I tell you. We're looking for a treasure that's supposed to be buried somewhere in Abydos. Okay, now they spilled the tea.
That's a bald-faced lie! Yeah. How do you explain all these PMC soldiers? How are they not here to claim your district by force?
Hundreds of tanks, hundreds of elite soldiers, untold tons of black powder and ammo. Do you really believe we prepared all this for school with only 5 students remaining? Surely you jest. This is but a defensive measure against those who would interrupt our treasure hunt. It isn't meant for you. All it would take to deal with you is... yes, something like this. It's me. Yes. Proceed.
What? Who did you just call? Proceed?
I regret to inform you that your school credits rating has just taken another hit.
A phone call? Now?
This is This is Kaiser Loans. From this point forward, Abydos credit score will be set to the minimum rating. This has raised the variable interest by 3000%, and so the amount you'll be responsible for starting next month is 91.3 million yen. Was before 7 million yen. Now it's like, yeah, very hard to pay. Please be sure to make your next payment by the end of the month.
Excuse me? Hold on. Wait, so suddenly? By next month?
How much is that? Let's say that 7 million yen was like about 500k. Now they increase it by 1000% more or less, and now it's like 91.3 million yen. So that's like about 7 million US dollars. And you know, like 5 students can't pay that up. Even if Serika's doing her part-time job. She might get like per month like maybe 500 bucks, you know? And that's like not enough. I mean, that's kyattos, yes, that's kyattos, but if you look like at a real world standard, it's like, why do they do that? I think it's even for Nonomi hard to pay up. So yeah, what's the answer?
Did you say 90 million yen? What are you talking about?
Is that what it is? Now, do you finally understand who holds the rope around your neck?
Wait, this is...
Do you find that too harsh? Ah, but there's more. We never received a deposit for the 900 million yen you originally borrowed. Please deposit 300 million to Kaiser Loans within the next week. You have to prove that you can pay off the debt, even at this interest rate, assuming that is even possible. Robbing the bank is a good idea. To be honest. Yeah, it is. But you know what the philosophy of Hoshino was like, right? If they keep doing the same thing, they think it's like normal, and they lose like a piece of themselves. It's like the same if you like do drugs, you lose something of yourself, and with that you lose a lot of time. It's like wasting points in a skill tree. Or like pricking yourself in Blue Archive. Yeah. Breaking Bad moment. Hi.
There's no way we can get that kind of money. We are barely keeping up with the interest as it is. How?
We need to start cooking. Yeah. In that case, you'll just have to give up your academy and leave. That's actually a goal, you know? They don't want the money, but they want the school. So that they have like the whole place for themselves, you know? And maybe get like some of the students. Like Hoshino, according to the black suit, has like the highest mystic. And let's say it's a spoiler, but something happens if that will come true. If you watch like PV 4.5, and it's like not a happy ending. Especially like for Volume F, if you see like the path of the Shiroko version there. But now we have Sensei here, so. Drop out and transfer. Isn't it the right thing to do? The debt was never yours to begin with. It's the school debts to pay. It isn't your responsibility.
That may be true, but there's no way we can do that. It's our school now. We can't just abandon it. Abydos is our home.
Such foolishness. What do you plan to do? Continue to stand here arguing with us?
Let's go back, everyone. Hoshino? We can't fight them here. That's what they want.
Wise decision, Vice President. Now remember, your president wasn't as bright as you, was she? I'll be looking forward to next month's payment. It's good to laugh like that. Now, please show our guest to the entrance. Yeah, it's impossible for them to win. It's like 5 students against a whole private military company. And if you look like in the future, you know, with like Sensei licking Iori's feet, Sensei needed like all the help to like fight against them. So that's like one way to like imagine why he was like so eager to give up on their self-respect and just do that. Okay, this was episode 11. I should go to episode 12. The good thing is like when you hit the skip button, you will get like a short summary on like what happened, you know. This can like be pretty good including to video description and such. Okay, secrets. We had a glimpse on Hoshino's past, but something happened, and even the president is not around anymore. Like a lot of people, students left the school. Oh, the music. Let me turn up the volume a little bit. Piano music. We had always the kind of BGM that was like electro, and a little bit of positive vibes, but now we hit like something more in the feelings. And it's so silent. I think it's like supposed to be like that.
Ta-da! Look, Hoshino! I was finally able to get my hands on this old Abydos Desert Festival poster. The oasis used to be as big as a lake. Here, you can have it as a souvenir. Isn't it awesome? People might start coming back here again by miracle. Wouldn't that be something? Miracles don't exist. Something like that isn't going to happen. Why would people visit a place in the middle of a desert? Stop daydreaming! Sorry, Hoshino. I feel like such an idiot. Miracles, luck, fortune. You're the president of Abydos Student Council. You need to take your position more seriously. Man, Hoshino was so different back then. Seriously, what the hell are we gonna do? Just what is the Kaiser Corporation up to out there? Think they're excavating something, but what? Can't be right. There's nothing but desert out there. No oil, no underground resources, nothing. There was a survey done years ago. Then why go through the troubles of seizing the land? It doesn't matter. What are we supposed to do about this debt? How are we supposed to pay the rest of it off in less than a month? Kaiser Loans has already sent a reminder and requested a deposit. I have to come up with 300 million yen by next week. I'm going. I need to find out what they're doing out there. You can't be serious, Shiroko. What are you going to go? Where are you going to go? Oh, she's trying to fight alone. No. To that PMC facility. I shouldn't have any trouble infiltrating. If I'm thorough, I'll get to the bottom to what they're using it for. That's only going to make things worse, Shiroko. We should be focusing on how to pay off the debt. That debt is going to be paid off by doing nothing what we've been doing. Now's the time for drastic measures. No, if you go off again... Fine. If our backs are against the wall and the school really is doomed, when we have nothing to lose, I'm in. Not you too. Are you really going against Hoshino's wishes, Serika? It's not like I want to. All I'm saying is... This isn't the way, Serika. Not to mention, it's illegal. Alright. I've heard enough. You're going to go red in the face running around in circles like this? You're right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get so desperate. My bad. Don't worry about it. I couldn't stay mad at you, Shiroko. Come on, let's call it a day. We are done here. Let's go ahead and meet up again tomorrow. Consider that President's orders. Good call. Let's come back fresh tomorrow. Oh, at night. The BG at night. The other club members head home, one by one, until only Hoshino and Shiroko are left. What's up, Shiroko? Not going home? Do you have a moment? That's actually one of the rare cases where we had like dialogue that's explaining, you know? It's mostly like show don't tell, but for now it's like tell. It's even like in the exclamation marks, like those brackets. To like say it's not like from Sensei's POV, it's like the storyteller's POV. To like tell what's going on. So it's like 1% tell, 99% show. Great. In the anime they can't just show, you know, 100%. Do you have a moment? Sure. Is there something you wanted to say to me? Oh, Sensei's here too. Okay, never mind. I'm here too. Oh, you too, Sensei. But I'm so beat from today. A lot happened. Can't wait until tomorrow. I think I already know what this is about. Oh, okay. Got it. Sensei. In that case. Well, Sensei. When did you and sweet little Shiyoko become close enough to understand each other just through eye contact? An old-timer like me should have known better than to underestimate you.
Be honest with me, Hoshino.
About what?
Yeah, it was like in episode 4 and 5.
Oh, isn't this... Ah, when did you... Wait, this is Shiyoko's doing, right? I can't believe you'd betray me, Shiyoko. You can't go digging through your present's bag?
Tosa moment. I love reading, you know. Love like voice acting here. But not that they're very popular, I must say. Hello Nokra Gaming, welcome to the Black House stream. I'm currently reading Volume 1, Chapter 2 of the main story of Blue Archive. Revisiting the main story that the anime of Blue Archive's gonna cover, Volume 1. And was just like thinking, hey, just read the story before the animes come out again.
I can't believe you betrayed me, Shiyoko. You can't go digging through your present's bag. And you, Sensei. Shiyoko's sure to become a supervillain when she's your age if you keep advocating the cool crime robbery.
I'll have a talk with her later. You are the one I wanted to talk right now.
So that's how it's going to be.
Talk to me. There's something you haven't told anyone, isn't there? I love those faces.
You really got me by the shot once, huh? Ah, fine. Mind going on a walk with me, Sensei?
I love how Sensei sometimes responds with action rather than like talking.
The sand's piling up here too. There aren't enough of us to keep our building this big clean. Only the sandstorm would calm down. Pretty messed up, huh? All these school years under my belt, but each of them was buried in sand.
You really like the school, don't you?
What makes you think that? I heard this was a big prestigious school before the certification, but my memory isn't what it used to be. All I can remember is the school being a mess where nothing ever worked out. The school I first walked into all those years ago is now buried under sand, and all of this empire I looked up to are long gone. This isn't even the school's main building. It's just an annex that we ran to after every other building was lost to the certification. Then again, I wouldn't have met Shiyoko, Nonomi, Ayane and Serika had I not come here. Yeah, I guess I am somewhat attached. Can I be honest with you, Sensei? I've been receiving offers from some weird people for 2 years now.
Offers?
The Kaiser Corporation. I guess you could call it headhunting. They've contacted me multiple times since I came to Abydos. Recently too.
I'm going to make you an offer. You can't refuse. Half of Abydos debts will instantly be forgiven. If you agree to drop out of school and join the corporation I manage. Ah, that's a way to pay off like the 300 million they like issued. And now, when Hoshino's going to get desperate, she might like bite and get scammed. So, do we have a deal? Yes? Then go ahead and sign here.
No, my answer isn't going to change. I'm not doing that. The offer was too good to be true, but I kept refusing. I knew that if I left, Abidas would fall for good. I think they're recruiting people for their PMC.
Who was he?
I don't know either. I just call him Black Suit.
Black Suit.
Something about him gives me the creeps. I've never seen anyone who looks like that in Kivotos.
Black Suit. So in JP they call him like Kurovku. So when you hear like, when you are like an anime adaptation, you really hear like a little bit of dissonance. And the subtitle says Black Suit, but the dub says like Kurovku.
But as suspicious as he looked, he didn't actually cause any trouble. One thing's for sure, even the kyatto director's afraid of him.
And this resignation letter.
It's not like I haven't had my doubts all this time. You could say that letter is proof of that. Let me see that. I'll throw it out. See? Now it's in the trash. I get that you had all your suspicions. I didn't want to drag up ancient history, as if that would do us any good. But they are my kohais, and I do owe it to them. I'll tell them the whole thing tomorrow. It's not exactly a happy story. By now I shouldn't be keeping secrets on them.
I really would like to hear the full story, but she's not going to be able to. For a long time.
I have no idea how to go about this.
I'm sure there's a way.
Maybe. Anything can happen. Even miracles. Alright, we've talked about this long enough. See you tomorrow, Sensei. Bye.
Hoshino!
Yeah?
You know, you can rely on me, right? I'm sure there's a way.
Hey, did I look that discouraged? Okay, Sensei. Thanks.
Oh, so cute. Oh gosh. Having like her open up to the player, to Sensei, so cute. She was like always like laid back, but she seemed like to have her guard up all the time. But when something good happens, when the sun is shining, at some point it will rain again. The next day.
Hello everyone. Sorry I'm late.
Oh, am I the first one to arrive? Uh-huh. Is this? Ah! On the desk was Hoshino's club resignation, an academy dropout notice, and a letter. This was episode 12. and kind of a cliffhanger. But Hoshino, despite the hopeful words, she decided to like sacrifice herself. Thing is, like, when you're still young, you're like very hopeful in everything. But as you grow older, do like a lot of mistakes, you grow like less hopeful. And Hoshino always like something, she's like Oji-san, she's like an old grandma, her bones can't keep up, she gets tired. But it's like probably like this kind of thing, that she just loses motivation and hope. She tried to be strong all the time, now she like crumbled. Despite like the support Sensei offered, you know. Can be like that.
To the Abydos Foreclosure Task Force. Forgive me for doing this with a letter. It felt more old-fashioned this way, which suits me perfectly. There's something I've been keeping from you. A recruiter has been coming after me for a while now. Become a Kaiser PMC mercenary for life in exchange for Abydos debts being paid off. That's the long and short of the terms. Not a bad deal, eh? They must value the skills of a wily old veteran like me. I'll take care of the debt somehow. Maybe not all of it, but I should be able to lighten the burden on you guys. I know I talk a big game in the black market. I'm sorry I couldn't keep my word. Oh, piano music again. Keep it a little bit louder. Ah, I got the music so. Is that all you need?
Yes. We have your signature on the contract, Miss Hoshino. All of your rights as a student have been transferred to us. With this, most of Abydos' debt is now considered settled.
And the Foreclosure Task Force will be fine. I have to leave Abydos and Kyatto altogether, but it doesn't matter. This is what I get for being a stubborn old mule. Let me take responsibility. As the final member of Abydos' last student council. So, this is goodbye. To Sensei. To be honest, I've never liked adults. I didn't think they could be trusted.
Yeah. When she has to deal with Kaiser Corporation, which are like having adults, you know.
Ever since I heard about Shiroko having to carry you on her back, I couldn't help but think, damn, they must be useless, eh? Am I wrong? But in the end, you turn out to be... well, you know, besides some things are better left unsaid, aren't they? Sensei, I know it's selfish to ask, but there's a request I'd like to make. Shiroko's a good girl at heart, but she can be a loose cannon if you take your eyes off her. So if she stumbles, I want you to be there to catch her. Okay? Please.
Come on, get in the car.
Where are we headed?
The Abydos Desert.
To all of you, please, look after our school. It's just a desert now, but it's the only place left that has any meaning for me. Also, if we ever end up facing each other's enemies, don't hesitate to destroy my halo.
So destroy my halo. That means like, the thing is like, when you deal them enough damage to a student of Kyatto's, the halo will break. They're like, resistant to gunshots, but it doesn't mean that they're like invincible against gunshots. If you deal enough damage to them, the halo will break, and with that you can kill them. So she's like saying that they can unalive her. He's going that far for them.
Please. Hoshino! What the hell? After talking all high and mighty, she's the one giving up just because the going got tough? Does she think I let her get away with this? We have to think about where Hoshino is. Rescuing her is our top priority. I go by myself if I have to. In fact, if the task force ever allowed it, then... Everyone, be quiet! Now's not the time to fight amongst ourselves! What? What was that? It sounded like an explosion. Close by too. It must be... What the...
Ah, now that's the strongest fighter's gun. Oh shit, contracts. Adults are like really sneaky. Advance. Advance.
Run!
An eviction order has been issued to this district. At last, at long last, the final condition has been met. The allowance of the student council has dropped out, which means Abydos is no more. All that's left is for Kaiser to annex the district. Capture Abydos High School!
Hundreds of PMC troops are approaching. What's happening? Why is Kaiser attacking us? I don't understand. We have to stop them. It doesn't matter what their intentions are. We can't let them just assault Abydos. Nonomi's right. Now isn't the time to think about it. We need to move. Now. But when there are too many of them, we can't fight an army this size all by ourselves. Besides, they're taking anything and everything. We should focus on evacuating whatever's left in the city.
Master Shiba also is still in hospital. Or somewhere out there.
The fighting's out of control. Again, what do we...
Yeah, Hoshino got scanned. Foreclosure task force spotted. This way.
Ugh. Enemy scouts. They're already here. Multiple Kaiser PMC scouts have been sighted near campus. They're already inside. Fast. We have to take care of the enemies in the school. We're counting on you, Ariane. Got it. We engage the enemies infiltrating the school. Keeping Sensei safe is our top priority. We evacuate the citizens once the school is secure.
Do I skip that? Yeah, let's skip that. They need to keep Sensei safe since a singular shot can might bring them in danger. Getting unalived. But this is actually immersive. Like it's like indoors terrain. So like in the school. But we know like they manage to like get out. They can't like defend the school against so many. They have like the home advantage, yes. But yeah, it doesn't look great. They need like a reinforcement. This was episode 13. Now it goes to episode 14. But yeah, it really is great how good the story is paced. It didn't took too long, in my opinion, to read that. I'm reading it out loud, so I'm a little bit slowed down, but normally if I read it by myself, I'm like done in 3 to 7 minutes. And I did read that whole story during a train ride, and sometimes the internet was like lagging there, and because you're like on the go, not like stationary. But I wanted to keep reading, and it was such a great story. I want to talk to someone about that, but I had no one to turn to, so I had to bottle it inside, and this YouTube channel is like a good way for me to actually express my my love, what I like about Blue Archive to other people too. Join a club too that's active, and it's great.
Back off, unless you've got a dish wish. Kaiser Director's location confirmed.
My. Have you really come all this way to greet me? You saved me the trouble of visiting your school myself.
What is the meaning of this? A corporation attacking a city? You have no right, regardless of how much of it you own. More importantly, the school building is still Abida's property. You're breaking the law, and the General Student Council won't overlook this. Where's Hoshino? Was you recruiting her or a lie? Give Hoshino back, your bastards!
The General Student Council? How amusing. How many times have you petitioned for the General Student Council's help? How many of those prayers have gone unanswered? All of them. There's nothing the General Student Council can do. For that matter, has anyone else ever given you their aid? The other academies perhaps? I doubt it. You have always been on your own.
Yeah.
So they didn't get any help from anyone in the past until Sensei joined, and the president was like assigning Sensei to a federal investigation club like Charlie, and the pleading for help went like to Charlie instead of like the General Student Council, and Sensei was like, okay, let's go help them. So actually, it's kind of true that they never gotten help at all, but now it changed with Sensei. Thing is though, like in the past, old timeline, it's actually a spoiler, I shouldn't like say it. Let's ignore that. Taka Nashihoshino, the final member of the Abeda Student Council, has dropped out. That means that your student council no longer exists. You're nothing now. Because Abedas no longer has any official clubs, no student council, or even a district of its own. It has been deemed unsustainable as an academy now. Which is why, as owner of this district, the Kaiser Corporation will assume control of the academy. How does the Kaiser Training Academy sound? It's a fitting name for the new school.
What are you talking about? That's nonsense. Even if the student council is disbanded, Abida still has the foreclosure task force. We are right here. This can't be happening. Ayane, foreclosure task force isn't authorized club. What? The student council was long gone by the time it was created. What do you mean?
She is correct. Unauthorized clubs don't appear in official documents. Your lot may as well be nothing but ghosts. Look on the bright side. Now you're finally free from all this tedious debt.
What are you doing? This wasn't the deal. Why are you attacking Abydos? Why?
You're mistaken, Hoshino. I kept my words. The debt has been settled exactly as promised. However, now that you've dropped out, Abydos no longer has an official student council. How unfortunate. Ah, she got scammed. Why do you think we support this tacky company as little real estate scam? Taking Kyatto's land will only create more lawless districts, like that of the black markets. There are too many places like that in Kyatto for anyone to care. But what if a new academy, owned by a corporation, were to be founded in Abydos' place? What sort of changes would we see in Kyatto? Bear in mind, that has always been secondary to us. You have been our prime objective from the very beginning. Having you sign a contract, coercing you into signing away all your rights. We only work with Kaiser because our interests happen to align. A lifelong contract with Kaiser PMC? I don't recall saying such a thing. My apologies if you misunderstood. I didn't claim the most promising mystic in Kyatto just to waste hair on something like that. My objective is to study, analyze, understand Takanashi Hoshino. You, in other words, are a greener pig. And this is the experiment we'll be running. So don't be so glum. What's impressive about our black suit is like they didn't use like raw violence in order to gain their goal, like raw power and power-ups and such. They used like paperworks, laws, and scams approaches to like shut someone down. That makes them like a formidable foe. Especially it's like the setting of like adults versus young people. And in real life, young people also get scammed, or like old people. It's either they're very old or like the very young ones. Hoshino is like kind of a mixed bag, with like being young, but also self-proclaimed Oji-san. So yeah, there's that.
Now, I get it. All this time, I was being manipulated by adults yet again. I'm sorry, everyone. This is my fault. Shioko, Nonomi, Serika, Ayane, Yume.
Yume's a new name here, so this might be like someone very important to her.
I'm sorry. Sensei. But that would mean all the hard work we've done.
Surely. You aren't serious. You actually intend to work for hundreds of years to pay off that debt? You can't possibly be this deluded. Why did you remain here for so long? For what purpose?
Shut your mouth before I shut it for you! We are fighting back. But even if we fight, what difference will it make? Ayane? A large number of troops are advancing this way as we speak. If we fight and somehow win, then what? What are we supposed to do after that? We'll have nothing left to fight for if the school shut down. And even if we get the school back somehow, it won't erase our debt. You can't be serious, Ayane. Ayane. The land that's already been sold isn't coming back. What can an unofficial club like ours hope to do without Hoshino or the student council? What can we possibly do? Why? Why are we all alone? Hoshino. Ayane.
What? Massive explosion detected to the north. Bravo squad was caught in a blast on their way in. They're not responding. What? Mike's squad was hit in the east. Massive C4 explosion detected. What's happening? The only people in that area should be Amina's residents.
Yo! What are you idiots doing?
Oh my god. Such good characters.
An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. Forsake mercy and walk the path of chaos. Wasn't that the Master Swimsuit Gang's motto? What are all of you doing here? There's no finish line in sight. You can't find a way to get there, and everything you do is failure after failure. No one sees how hard you struggle. The only things waiting for you are more hardships and rough days ahead. But who cares? Huh? Are you really going to let something like that get in the way of rescuing your friend? You all are even stupider than you look. Sheesh, I will lighten up a little. Little Miss Sore Eyes is the neurotic type. She can't help it. Uh-huh. But making my adorable little Miss Sore Eyes cry is a pretty serious crime. Which is why I'm gonna rip these guys apart! I'm ready when you are, Are. Still have plenty of bombs left. I only came back for more ramen. Why are we getting dragged into this?
Oh, cool. They saw what happened and then they're like, we can't let this go. We can't let this stand.
Our lost explosive cut off enemy reinforcements. Now we can neutralize the commander to break chain of command. The soldiers will be completely disorganized. It's the same tactic we had planned for the prefect team. Very well. Let's show them how real outlaws fight. Light it up, Haruka.
Now they seem so badass. Now they seem so badass and cool. With those smug faces and explosives, you know. Before it was like for the comedic effect that they're like failures, girl failures, but now they're so cool. This is such a character development. And at the moment I really admired the story and how well they can develop characters.
What in the world? Back us up, Sensei! Let's show the foreclosure idiot force what it means to be hardboiled.
Go! Problem Solver 68! I have to skip though. Oh, actually, let me play it. Let's let pro gamer like pilot this. Okay, the course regen is like pretty slow. Now it's only one left that's defending. So I'm going to use mostly Are and Mitsuki, from how it looks like. Gonna save the cost for a second wave, or actually it should be enough. The last wave. Who's the boss? This one. Oh. Mitsuki does the basic. Okay, great. This did combo well with the CC into running away into Aru's explosion. That's so cool. So this was episode 14. Let's go into episode 15. The Arbiter Siege Part 2. But yeah, this is a good way of power friendship, like showing that off, and character development with Problem Solver 68. This was really well done. Oh man. This was like a moment where I was like, I want to keep reading. Keep the momentum up. Alright. You dare bite at the hand that feeds you. Shut up! What makes you think we ever want to work with you? Sensei treats us way better than you losers ever did. Haha, what kind of villains would we be if we didn't stab our players in the back? You should have seen us coming. Problem solver. They have a point. Aru's pep talk was true too. That was just what we needed. We can't be wasting our time here. Right, Hoshino needs us. Who cares if we are unauthorized or whatever? Whether we are above board or not. If we don't rescue Hoshino, then... That's right. Saving us our top priority. Nothing else matters. You. It's useless to resist. How dare you? You. Kidnap one of my students. Nothing is going to stop me from rescuing Hoshino. Don't be ridiculous. You're just a teacher. You don't have the right to. Oh man, I love it, man. The storytelling is so good. With the visuals here as well. It's also like one of the few visual novel style story that can show battles in a really good way. Also it has gameplay, so yeah. Gonna save that up? Yeah, gonna save that up. The auto attacks will deal with this. With Shioko's EX. Gonna wait for them to stop. Okay, now. Have to deal only with one here. We don't need healing from how it looks like. Do I use Haruka? Yes. Combo with Serika. How do I do this? Okay, great. Okay, done in less than 90 seconds. Good. This is a 3-star clear in a normal mission. So now we go to episode 16. This was 15. Director, you won't. You need to be treated immediately. I'm pulling out. Reorganize our forces. Yes, sir. You will pay dearly for this. HQ has given the order to retreat. I repeat, HQ has given order to retreat. Maintain the line and return to HQ.
They're falling back. Wow, now that is what third-rate goons sound like. Exactly as planned. Hopefully the prefect team took care of their business. Should we head back for now? Yes, we should. The battles have only just begun. Can expect harder fights ahead. Let's regroup and think of a plan to rescue Hoshino.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend. I think this was like the kind of motto too. But they also had like, they were like not evil to each other, you know? They had like no bad vibes. Maybe it's just like the restaurant blowing up but Abydos like saw, yeah, they might be stupid, but they're not bad apples. It's like really great. But now it's like Sensei solo. Go inside. Now we're here from the thumbnail, YouTube thumbnail kind of deal. Wow, new BGM too, for new players. That BGM is called Black Suit. I've been waiting for you, Sensei. I'd like to have a word with you, face to face. Next episode, Battle Between Adults. Badass title, actually. Okay, I'm doing my best with voice acting that. This is episode 16 now, yes. And you also get like a kind of banner you can use for that. It looks like kind of badass. It's like the black suit CG. It's sort of like a battle in terms of like fist fight, but like in a different kind of sense. A word battle. We know who you are. A dramatic individual, chosen by the General Student Council President. Owner of the artifact known as the Shitim Chest. The Sensei of Charlie, the Field Investigation Club. Others tend to underestimate you, but we won't make the same mistake. First, let me make something clear. We have no interest in a conflict with you. In fact, we want to work with you. Because otherwise, we represent the largest obstacle to our plans. Wiping out an insignificant school like Abydos is child's play. However, we'd rather avoid the consequence of starting a war with you in the process. Who are your people? Oh dear, have we not introduced ourselves? We are outsiders to Kivatos, the same as you. But that doesn't mean we came from the same place. So when the Sensei gets shots, he's in grave danger. They are in grave danger. For people like Black Suit, not really. They can survive still. And Sensei, according to anime, is a human, just like us. For the time being, we found a suitable name to borrow. Please, call Gematria. And I'm fine with going by Black Suit, Sensei. I've grown quite fond of that name. We Gematria are observers, explorers, and researchers. You could say that we're enigmatic beings, much like yourself. Okay, let me see what does enigmatic mean. Enigmatic. Difficult to interpret, understand, mysterious. Let's see. Thank you. So, allow me to formally ask, do you have any interest in working with us? Gematria? No. Never. Then let me ask you this. What is it that you're pursuing in Kyotos? We can elucidate all manner of secrets and truths, should you accept our proposal. Not interested. All I want is to take Hoshino back. Do you believe our behavior to be justified, Sensei? That you're the right, and you wish Hoshino to be released as well? Hoshino is no longer a student of Abydos. Have you not read his enrollment papers? Hoshino never dropped out of school. Yeah. See, I'm her club advisor, and another signed document. That means she is still part of the foreclosure task force. She is still vice president of the Abydos Student Council. And Hoshino still is and will forever be one of my students. I see. You're the teacher. Major changes in your students' lives must have your approval. The logic is easy to understand. Academies and the students, teachers. How bothersome. You deceived children, trampled on their hearts, and took advantage of their suffering. Indeed, we have used the misfortune of others as stepping stones for our benefit. I won't deny that. What we've done can be construed as evil. Evil, but within our rights. Don't be mistaken, Sensei. The disaster that struck Abydos was not our doing. The sandstorm that struck the school were unusual, but not outside the realm of possibility. Such is the nature of natural disasters. We merely took advantage of the opportunity. Imagine providing water to someone dying of thirst in the desert. Would it not be fair to expect that person to repay you with their life? This is no different. Such stories are commonplace. What we are doing is not unprecedented, nor can we be held accountable. We are not responsible for these natural disasters, and they certainly wouldn't disappear even if we left. Those with power exploit those without. Those with knowledge exploit those without. Every adult knows that to be true. Isn't that right? So, walk away from Abydos, Sensei. Give up Hoshino, and the school will be spared. Kaiser Pimshi forces present no challenge for us. Your students can continue attending Abydos to the best of their meager abilities. Isn't that what Hoshino wanted? What do you say? Sensei's so cool here. Why? Why are you so desperate to stand away? You are powerless. How do you plan to fight us? This is actually a very cool moment. Abydos has like a huge amount of debt. And this gesture can be seen as that sensei is willing to be in debt, like having negative amount in their bank account, just to like save Abydos and the students. Once you're like an adult, you will have your credit card or any other way of paying up digitally. And this can be like a tool that can be used in the wrong way easily to make you like end up in a really bad spot. An interesting weapon of choice, Sensei. I have never concerned myself with such quotidian matters, but I understand the rules to its system. Need to check out what that means. Quotidian.
Quotidian.
Of or occurring every day, daily. Denoting the malignant from malaria? What? The more you use it, the more it eats away at your life and time. Is that what you want? Put your card away, Sensei. You have your own life to live. You need to eat, ride the subway, pay rent, and deal with trivially mundane things like that. In fact, that's all we ask of you. Live your life and take care of your responsibilities. Any one of those matters much more than the struggles of these children. So just leave it be. None of this concerns you. Refuse. Why? 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 I don't understand. Why? I can't fathom it. Why would you refuse? Why, Sensei? For what? Man, I like the show don't tell here. Because no one else is willing to take responsibility and help these suffering girls. You can't be serious. So you're going to offer too? You're not their guardian or their family. You are a stranger. You wandered into Abydos on business that happened to lead you to meeting those children. Why on earth would you go through so much trouble? Why put the onus on yourself? Because it's a responsible thing to do. Oh, now I understand. You saying an adult is someone who takes responsibility. No, Sensei, that's where you're wrong. Adults are the ones who transform society, set rules and laws, decide the norm, define the boundary between ordinary and extraordinary. Adults rule the aimless of authority, the ignorant of knowledge, and the weak with power. That is what it means to be an adult. Someone like you You could have ruled over all of Kyatto's. You had it all for a brief moment. Unfathomable power and authority over its city, its mystic. Yet, you threw it all away without a moment's hesitation. I don't understand. Tell me, why make such a choice? Truth, influence, riches, power. Your choice left with none of those. So why? So it's true, Sensei had the ability to rule over Kyatto's. Since they had like the Shitin chest, they could access the Sanctum Tower. With access to the Sanctum Tower, they could rule over Kyatto's, be like the king. But instead they gave like the power to the student council. To Rin-chan, everyone. Even if I told you, you would never understand. I really like how the background, they were like the Abydos students. Show don't tell. Very well. These negotiations are over. I did like you, but you've left me with no choice. Do you wish to save Hoshino, Sensei? She is being held in the lab of the PMC base, in the center of the Abydos Desert. My Mises has shown us the other side of Mystic, terror. Now we shall see if the same can be done with a living student. Hoshino is a greener pig to use however we want. And if she doesn't produce results, we move on to the Wolf God. Though, even that doesn't seem to be a feasible option at this point. To the Wolf God, Anubis, it seemed like Anubis was like a JP translation. They refer to Shioko, by the way. Like if you like look close at the design of the students, they're like based off Egyptian gods. Like Hoshino's Horus and Shioko's Anubis. And if you check like further and further in the Egyptian mythology, you see like Serkan, Ayane, Nonomi, they have a connection too. The nameless gods. Only Volume 1. If you check like, if you are like on the YouTube kind of site, there's like a video description as well. And I mean, if you kind of rewatch the beginning of the VOD, I say like I just reread Volume 1 prologue before the anime is coming out. So I can compare a lot better. Also welcome Dark Lord, welcome to the Black Eye stream. Currently on episode 16 and nearing the end to Volume 1. Rescue your kidnapped student. If you can. Sensei. Gematria will be keeping an eye for you from now on.
Welcome back, Sensei. Hey, there you are. Sensei! Get ready. We've been waiting for your decision. What's our next move?
We save Hoshino. We rescue Hoshino. We will save Hoshino.
Agreed. We are with you, Sensei.
We won't stop until we bring her home.
Yes, understood.
And then, we are going to give her a piece of our minds.
That's right. She went back on her word and needs to be taught a lesson. A super scary lesson.
After we save Hoshino, we'll tell her welcome back, and she'll say, I'm home.
What? That's so corny and cliche. Are you trying to make me cringe? No, I'll do it. You will? I'll do it too. You don't have to join Serika. More for the rest of us. Are you serious? I have to consider it, but it does seem like the appropriate thing to do. Help yourselves! I too much that you need to stoop that low! Well, it's settled. Let's prepare for battle. But how to feed that army on our own? Is there anyone we can call for backup? What about Problem Solver? They did help us earlier, but they took off after that. I don't know if we can ask them for another favor. Why not? Think of all the trouble they caused us! I have an idea. Huh? What is it, Sensei? Huh? This was a very great episode. Battles between adults. This is like showcasing the message of Blue Archive actually. It's approach the question of what an adult is, what it means to be an adult. And there were like an interesting point of view from Black Suit's kind of side. The students are like getting scammed by adults here, by Kaiser Corporation. And Black Suit was like, yeah, an adult is someone who has power. And needs to try to change things. Need to think outside of the norm. Abuse those without power. Abuse those without knowledge. And such. And be like the one to change things. But Sensei was along with like that an adult is someone who takes responsibility. And instead of like being some kind of rotten adult who's like thirsting for power and thirsting like a career driven path, Sensei was like that the task of an adult is to take care of the younger generation. Of course the adults have like more wisdom, more experience, more knowledge. And that's indeed a powerful tool. But at the same time, the future of the world lies in the younger generation, not on your shoulders. As you grow older, you use a lot of motivation, a lot of energy and stuff. While the younger generation is very hopeful and full of energy. But it's also very easy to crush those kind of aspirations from younger generation as an adult. So anyway, let's continue with episode 17, which also has like a proper title, a good title to that to the message what it means to be an adult. That which one must protect. I will play the battle too, since it's like more immersive that way. I'm looking forward how the anime will like showcase the battle between adults. You want a meeting with the head prefect? You think you can just waltz in here and chat with the head prefect? I'll tell you what. Maybe if you got on all fours and kiss my shoes. No hesitation. Ah! I didn't even finish my sentence. Seriously? Do you not even have the slightest trace of human dignity? I don't know what that word means. I'm used to, but not anymore. And you call yourself a teacher? You're demented. Are you some kind of pervert? Why are you all being so noisy? President! I've seen plenty of people fall to their knees and growl for their lives, but I've never seen a teacher do the same for a student. So that's like the main reason for the follow-up of like battle between adults. But a lot of people meme on that at that moment, and yeah, the bond story also of Iori. Raise your head, Sensei. Tell me, what do you need from me? Wait, President, this teacher wasn't just kneeling but kissing my... Oh!
Oh, kawaii. That's the first time she like her outer shell that she tried to maintain broke. Oh, they also changed the sprite of Nagisa here. I was like used to the old one when reading main story.
I see. Thank you for explaining it for me. If what their teacher says is true, then this is something we can't overlook. We are currently in the process of forming a treaty, so we're in no position to be reckless. However, it's evident that PMC's presence can lead to nothing good for our students. Therefore, I think it best that we make an exception in this case. Of course, Nagisa. I believe the Tower Artillery class has an outdoor lecture planned, correct? It's been a while since our last one, so I don't see any harm in a little live practice. The weather's so nice. It'll be like a picnic. By Tower Artillery, you mean the L180? I say, why not? At least I can provide for a model student as yourself, for me. What goes around, come around. And now you'll pay me back, won't you? More importantly, it would be to our benefit to have Charlotte since an adept.
Oh, Shibaseki! It's just about ready.
Wow, nice food store.
Shibaseki Ramen actually got a start as a food store.
It's all my fault. It was. How can I ever pay for my sins? I don't deserve to live.
Calm down. Anyway, we heard you were closing down shop. So it's nice to see you making a comeback. It wouldn't have been possible had someone not left a large donation in front of my door. I was going to retire and live on Easy Street, but I guess they really wanted me to go back into business and work for a living. Inconsiderate if you ask me. Here, 4 bowls of Shibaseki Ramen. That'd be 580 yen each.
Aren't you spoiling us again?
Haha, don't ask questions and just eat. Bottoms up! Ah, that was good. Alright, should we roll out?
By the way, boss, are we really going? Fighting the PMC is a waste of time. You don't have anything to gain from getting involved with this fight.
Come on, Kayako. You still don't get it?
Huh?
Can't you tell by the look on Ara's face? She's saying tasting ramen this good is the only compensation I need.
Now I understand, Are. Stepping to hell itself to protect the ramen we love. That's what real outlaws would do. I'll do my best to become a true outlaw. I wipe them all out.
Then we are all in agreement. I hope you're ready to follow me to the depths of hell. Hehe. Mitsuki, you sly rat.
What am I talking about? I was just gonna go home after I was done with my ramen. This ramen never corrected them. Now I'm stuck here. What if I run away? Wait, no. Those Abydos morons take me for breaking them out of the funk. They probably see me as the better person now. What should I do? Will you be for their PMC? Not market guards? There's no way this will go wrong. What do I do? What do I do?
Alright, Are. Let's go.
I follow you to hell and back. This can't be good for business. That should do it. You're ready.
Yep, we got lots of supplies and lots of snacks. We are well rested and working on full stomachs too.
I also collected all the old maps of Abydos Desert and updated them. Oshino's in the center of Kaiser PMC District 51 according to Sensei's intel. I'll guide you through the safest route to get there. Let's go. Alright. Commencing Operation Rescue Hoshino. I think I skipped this one battle, though. If it's just like a walking to the destination. That's right. What's broken can't be rebuilt. What's important are the people who come to eat my ramen. This ramen shop isn't going anywhere so long as it has loyal customers. Not the most poetic way of putting it, but that's what I feel deep down. So, go get them. Abidos Foreclosure Task Force. Man, the story is so good. The pacing is so good. The character development, using the characters that are actually showcased. Some series, some would like throw them away. They have like a lot of wasted potential in that case. But I really love how they approach how Blue Archive does it. Similar to like JoJo parts with their volumes. The enemy has begun the attack! Intercept them at once. Concentrate PMG forces there. Launch a pincer attack from the north and east. Send a Dekakramaton defense battalion from the north. Oh, Dekakramaton, I mentioned it. Yes, sir! What? A small numbers of soldiers have been sighted to the north! Impossible. Reinforcements on Abydos. Negative. There are only 3 of them, but they are... Hina! The one-woman army! I have eyes on Kaisa's PMC's reinforcements. Looks at battalion, President. Got it. Get ready. How did I end up here? Why was I tricked into this? I have better things to be doing, so let's get this over with quickly. This president granted us this opportunity in place of writing an apology letter. So let's keep the complaints to a minimum. We'll stop the enemy in their tracks. None of them will get near Sensei. Let's go. Yo! Okay, this was episode 18. Oh, this is episode 18 now. Shimashen. Atama yokonai yo. I'm not that smart. Is everyone alright? Yeah. I'm fine. It should be straight ahead, according to coordinates Sensei provided. Hang in there, everyone. Yep, there's not a scratch on me. The enemy straight ahead. Approximately 2 kilometers away and closing. Get ready, everyone. Oh, that must be Nagisa with the artillery. That sounded like... fire support. That's the L-118, Trinity's famous howitzer. What's it doing here? What is it doing here? Okay, yeah. I'm here. Oh, you are here for... No, I'm not here for me. I'm Faust. Well, good to see you, Faust. It's been a while, and I think your nickname is really cute. I guess it is. I did come up with it. The Tea Party gave me the nod to lend some fire support. Completely off the record with Trinity, by the way. Though the artillery unit knows what's happening too. Just be thankful for what you're getting, okay? I can't promise I'll be much of a help. Not at all. I appreciate it. Absolutely. Thanks for the support, Faust. You're welcome. Anyway, good luck, everyone. I love how Hifumi is in character, even though she is pretending to be some pause paperback wearing schoolgirl. Follow up attack after receiving supporting fire. That's standard procedure.
Yeah. Strike while the iron is hot.
Yes, the enemy's in a state of confusion. Let's press our advantage.
Yeah, let's play the battle out. Oh, Voucher Storm. Love that music. Looks like I'm gonna save my cost for now. Against the next wave I do normal BCX skill. Nonomi? Serika into Nonomi? Wait for cost for now. Shioko into Nonomi. Shioko again. And that's it.
You've arrived at the target coordinates. Hoshino is being held somewhere around here. Please look around carefully. She must be... What is this place? Is it a school? It's in ruins, but it must be. A school in the middle of a desert. This has to be.
Correct. You're standing before what was once the main building of Abydos High School.
You!
So, you've finally arrived. Abydos Full Closure Task Force.
Enemy reinforcements. They've mobilized all of their forces from the look of it. Kaiser Pimshi intends to start an all-out war here.
Here stand the ruins of Abydos, abandoned to utter desertification. This was once the heart of the entire Abydos district. Whether you're aware of its history or not, buried under the sand was once the largest and most influential academy in Kivotos. And just so happens to be where Gematria requested we set up a lab.
A lab? Why here? And where's Hoshino?
The vice president is in the building behind us. I would suspect the experiment has already begun by now. If you intend to take her back, you have to go through us.
Be careful, everyone. They won't go down without a fight. Then I'll take care of... Another explosion? What's going on this time?
Power of friendship. The best way of like showcasing that. You can't do things by alone, by sheer power. And like, firearms have like a proper power level, so to say. Military too. So you can't go like off balance with like sudden power-ups or such. The best way of showing that. Blue Archive does this so well.
Zaza! We're here. Excuse us? Is that Problem Solver 68? We finally caught up to then, Aru. Looks like we might be interrupting something important. Anyone wants to fill us in? I only wanted to lend a hand from the shadows, but you all look like you're in a tight spot. What in the... What are you guys doing here? That's pretty good timing on your part. Could this mean that you actually... Now I get it. They can't hide how they feel. Hey, what's with those mercs? Do we really have to do this, boss? I'm making my skin crawl. They're cringing. It helps that you're quick on the uptake, Foreclosure Task Force. Isn't it obvious why we're here? Go. We can take care of things here. You'll need to save your friend. My big mouth! Fake it until you make it, right? Oh, Are, keep it up and I'm going to fail or head over heels for you. Give me orders, Are. My life is yours. You don't even want my things, do you? So when this is all over, let's just get some ramen together or something. Yep, maybe sure to treat you. Yeah, thanks. I guess we've come too far to back out now. I can't come on the heat of the moment. It's not too late to back out now. Don't be like that, Are. We've got no choice but to back up after a cool line like that. Let's tear him to pieces. Never Letting Go, Part 2. Oh, the power of friendship. Done right. Never Letting Go, Part 2. Now that's episode 19. Second last episode. The last fight here too. I've confirmed Hoshino's location. Over there. She's in that bunker. Over there. Let's move. It's the Kaiser, Director. Someone's persistent. Seriously, how many more times are you gonna get in the way? Please step aside or else... You've been a real thorn on my side, Foreclosure Task Force. No matter what I did to erase what remains of that school. No matter how much it decayed or how hopeless paying back that app was, you refused to leave. I have tormented you in every conceivable way. Yet, you still spend your days laughing and smiling, without a care in the world. It's because of you that my plans are. You are seriously trying to bully a bunch of girls into giving up on their school? How low can a slime ball like you get? You've been manipulating all of us, especially Hoshino. That ends today. You said it! You're not going to let someone like you have their way. This is it, Sensei. We need you one last time. Okay, gonna pilot them in the battle. Okay, saving costs for now. This seems like to be 4 waves. 3 waves after that. Okay, I don't have Nomi in my starter hand. So I'm gonna do Shioko after that one goes down. Now it's 1 enemy. Gonna cycle with Serika before the cost gets full. I have Nomi in my starter hand, okay. Gonna use Nomi here. Follow up with Shioko. Then do Nomi again. And that's it. Ah, there's one more. Goliath. Okay, how do I do this? Gonna do Serika into Nomi. Pull up Shioko. She's reloading, best moment to do that. And GG's.
Didn't need healing. Just wipe them out before they can wipe you out.
Hey, Hashino? There's something I want to say. I had to pinch my cheek to make sure I wasn't dreaming when we first met. I couldn't have been more thankful to have a Kohai that was so cute and reliable by my side. I've never had a way with words, but if I had to explain it, I would say spending time with you feels like a miracle. But we see each other every day. I saw you yesterday, I'll see you today. I'll see you tomorrow too. What's the big deal?
Yeah, that's like what going to school is like, but one day it will end.
I know that, but miracles are supposed to be incredible and rare, aren't they? Well, no. Not always, Hoshino. That's what I believe. There are a lot of things about life I don't understand, but this I'm sure of. One day, Hoshino, you're going to have cute Kohai on your own, and when you do, she should be on the other side. It's not breaking. Try one more time. Ayane, how did you? I got a helicopter on loan from Charlie. Anyway, where's Hoshino? Here, help us get the door open. Ha! What's going on? Can't move my body again. Am I dreaming? I thought I could hear everyone's voices. I must be dreaming. Sounded like... Have they always been like this? Dream or not, it's good to... one last time. Hoshino!
Ah, this is great.
Huh? But how? Why? I thought I was...
Hoshino.
Oh. Now I get it. This must be Sensei's doing. The adult came through after all. Welcome back, Hoshino. Hey, Serka, beat me to it. I thought she got all embarrassed earlier and said she wasn't gonna say it. Shut up! It doesn't matter what the order is! We are glad you're okay. Yes, welcome back. That's right, welcome back. Welcome back, Hoshino.
Turn up the volume.
What? Why are all of you looking at me like that? Oh, now I get it. You want me to say the line, don't you? Shut up! Don't keep us in suspense! I can't refuse a favor from my adorable ones. I know.
Oh, this was voiced. Gosh.
Dream of light, evident, will you be by the side? You are always with me. Yes, you are.
Target for Love. This was the promotional song for Global. Now, this was episode 19. Normally you can quit here, but there's more. It needs to be like wrapped up properly. But there's also like a foreshadowing that the volume is not over yet. Still not a really good moment so far to continue here right away. But in Japan, they're gonna release that in 4 days. Okay, last episode.
Good morning, Sensei. Today's a big day for the Abydos Foreclosure Task Force. Thanks to your help, we're finally going to be approved as an official Abydos High School club. This has been a long time coming, and everyone works so hard, so I want to make sure that everything went smoothly today. It also means the Foreclosure Task Force is officially taking over the role of the Student Council. I thought it would only be fitting that Hoshino become the official president too, but she adamantly refused. As things stand, the position is still vacant. Welcome to Shibaseki Ramen. So, it really is making a comeback as a food stall, huh? Business has been good, so Sergei was able to get her old job back. The owner's working harder than ever. I suppose he won't be retiring after all. The efforts were able to resolve the situation with Hoshino, but Abydos still has 900 million yen debt. That hasn't changed. The good news is Kaiser Lawrence is set to be under investigation by the General Student Council for making illegal transactions on the black market. You feel we must have pulled some strings at Trinity. I'm skeptical that the General Student Council will be able to do much to Kaiser, but this should at least make them think twice about pulling any shady business deals. I heard that the PMC director has a warrant out for arrest for kidnapping a student after what happened. That Kaiser office released a statement saying that nothing to do with its actions, that the director had been fired. It figures. Corporation that big would make him a scapegoat and sweep it under the rug. Luckily, they were serving course on that arbitrary interest rate from before. Abydos won't have to pay nearly as much as we thought. The director's on the run now, but catching him will be difficult with how much the General Student Council has on the plate. As for the Abydos district, most of it is still Kaiser's corporation property. In other words, the transaction between Abydos and Kaiser itself was valid. Still, we don't know what, if anything, they plan to do with the property they have. Oh, and I heard Problem Solver 68 on my new office somewhere. There are conflicting rumors about whether it's in Gehenna district or somewhere else, so I couldn't really say. You can bet the prefect team is keeping a close eye on them to make sure they don't cause any more trouble. It'll be tough for them to shake their reputation of being a liability. Then there's a black suit person. I wasn't able to dig up any info about him, even after everything you and Hoshino told me. All wrongdoings have been pinned on the Kaiser director. We don't know Black Suit's real identity. I'm afraid that's the best I can come up with, so I let Charles look into it from here. Are you ready? It's time for another Abydos Foreclosure Task Force meeting. Even after everything that happened, the debt remains our top priority. At least the monthly interest payments have gone down. Great! Less time to spend working and more time to spend napping. I have a better idea. I thought we use this opportunity to go on a world-end vacation. What do you mean? We might have a little breathing room, but this is not the time to be relaxing. Serika, I'm the treasurer around here. We are just as much in the economic crisis as ever before. True.
But about the vacation, there's actually a continuation with that in the event story. So it kinda continues from there.
That's why I've been keeping up with the latest economic trends. Look at this. Do you know what it is?
Is that Germanium bracelet again? Pyramid scheme?
Some kind of computer part? It's called a GPU. With one of these, we could mine a cryptocurrency called Scam Coin. Cryptocurrencies are like these. What? Why are all looking at me like that? I have a better idea. Here, take a look at this. Denied. The same old foreclosure task force. They say the more things change, the more they stay the same, but I think we are closer than ever. That ends my report, Sensei. We look forward to working with you again soon.
To be continued, Chapter 3. Yeah, Chapter 3 is gonna come out in Japan. Ah, man. But so far, you can't like go on further. But this is like what the anime will cover. Chapter 1, Chapter 2 of Volume 1, probably. So that was it, and now I'm up to date with, again, my information about Volume 1 is like refresh in my mind. So now I can do a better report and review when I'm gonna watch the anime. So like compare both versions. And give like a better educated opinion. So that was about it. I'm gonna back to my usual life. And also like looking forward for the anime that's coming out in about more than 4 hours in Japanese time zones. So thank you for watching. I wish you a nice rest of the day, evening, a good night, whatever time zone you are. And with that, I say bye bye.